Guys, do you remember like any of your breakups? Like, I mean, did you ever have one of those hard breakups that you still remember?
We've had like other boyfriends and girlfriends before.
I was like,
Partners
where are you
before.
going with this? I'm like, where are you going
We've
with
had
this?
breakups. Did
Not in our
those-
marriage, like
No,
before
no.
getting
Before
married.
getting
Okay,
married.
yes, okay.
Did time heal those breakups?
Hello
Ni hao.
and marhaba. Welcome to another episode of Unanswered, a
Unanswered.
podcast where we love to think, question, and connect. We use idioms, phrases, and famous sayings from different cultures to examine life's biggest questions and help you find the answers. My name is Joe,
And I'm Joyce.
and
We
we're an
are
American family.
I thought that's my line.
I wanted to say it. You go
Okay,
ahead.
fine.
you say it,
We're
you
an
say it.
American family living in the beautiful city of Jizan, Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Shata.
I always say that.
Yalabo.
Yalabo. Okay, so anyway, we live in Jizan, and Jizan is like right down there on the southern tip. We're like 5 minutes away from the Red Sea, so it's a great place. You should come visit it. One of the things about Joyce and I, we say we love to bridge generations, nations, and stations. We love to be a bridge to generations, nations, and stations, different ages, different people, different races, different. Yes,
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we want to give you guys a glimpse into our lives here in Jizan. But before we do all of that, go ahead and press that subscribe button.
And come visit us and give us a follow on your favorite social media platform. We are on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and on X. So with all these platforms being available, there's no excuse. You gotta come say hi. We want to know who you are, and we would love to connect with you.
You got no excuse, Lucy. You got some explaining to do, okay? If you don't subscribe, you got some explaining to do.
Explain it. Oh, now we're Italian.
I don't know what that was.
New
That was
Yorker.
a New York is like this, yeah. You can melt all this stuff. You know what I mean?
So today is really exciting because
It is exciting.
we have this sign.
Yeah. Now, because of our excellent camera skills, it's a little blurry background, but it looks really cool.
Yes.
So we'll show
Well,
it to
we,
you.
we still have to kind of fix a little bit of settings, but hopefully you can see this.
Y'all,
We feel like I finally feel legit.
you feel legit now
Yeah.
that we have a sign? I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
I feel like the Jeffersons. We're moving on up. Moving on up. Oh my word. See?
What?
That come on. You don't know nothing about the Jeffersons. If there's any of my African American people, any of my black folks out there who remember the Jeffersons, okay? Give me a shout out
Oh
in the
my
comments.
gosh,
I can't
Joe.
even believe you don't know the Jeffersons. Like you just almost, you're my wife. You just almost get my black card revoked right there. Okay? Be careful.
black.
Yeah. You with me, okay? We almost just got canceled from the cookout. Do you understand? Okay? You can't be saying stuff like that, especially putting it, okay?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just live and learn. I just kind of like hang on to the wagon.
It is so cool. It's an experience, like being a multicultural family. You know what I mean? Because there's never a dull moment, and it's like always comedy. It's just always things to laugh at, to make fun of, and just new experiences, new things to
Okay.
learn. So
Okay, so I actually I don't mind putting our lives out there. I don't mind you guys laughing at me because I find it funny too. So lately, our daughter has been teaching me how to say no. To sing the song.
I was just going to talk about it. You read my mind. You just turned. So, any of y'all who know, there's that song out there. Heck no, to the no, no, no. Heck to the no, heck to the no, to the no, no, no. Hey. And so, me and my daughter will be singing that, right? And then Joyce, you know, she starts feeling lively. She starts wanting to connect with those African roots. And so she comes out there. She comes out there with the grabbing onto the one little piece of rhythm that she has. Heck no to the no no no. Heck to the no. Heck to the no. And we just stand and look at her like, why are you butchering our song? Like, stop. It hurts my ears when you say it.
You're killing me.
It's like, it hurts my ears. Stop saying it. And my daughter just goes off and off on it. She's like, Mom, it's not no. It's no. Heck no. Practice it with me, people. Heck no. Not heck no. Heck no. To the no, no, no. It's like, just mess up the song for everybody.
This is actually very, very relevant for today's saying.
It
Do you
is.
see
Now that you
I
say
have
it.
tears in my eyes?
This is what she has to put up with. This is what she has to put up with. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. So
oh my gosh.
if you're not married and you're thinking about getting married, go for a multicultural family, man. It's hilarious. You'll
my
never have a
gosh.
dull moment.
Oh my gosh, that is just so funny.
Yeah, so we do have to get some business today. We do have to get to some business at some point. So the thing that we're talking about today, as we said before, we don't just do comedy. We we also do actual things where we use idioms, phrases, and famous statements, things like that, to try to like answer life's big questions. So
Yes.
the phrase that we're coming up with today is one I think that most people have heard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is that time heals all wounds, right? It's a very,
I
very,
think it's very universal.
yeah.
Every
it might be.
language has to have something like that.
Yeah, so that would be one of the first questions, right?
Yes.
Is how do you say it
In Arabic.
How do you say it in Arabic? How
Yes.
do you say it in Chinese? Do they have a Chinese equivalent?
I'm sure they do. I just can't think of one. I was so focused this week on this quote that I forgot to think about the Chinese equivalent. So
if you know the Chinese equivalent, leave it in the comments and let us know. We know we have like some Chinese subscribers out there as well. Hopefully, we're going to get people from everywhere. I want to get the
Yes.
person from like Zimbabwe, the person from
Djibouti.
Djibouti. I don't know why. Djibouti just sounds like a crazy place, okay? And every time
it's actually very close to us.
yes,
Just skipping up.
depends on how you look at it. Djibouti is very close to us. I'm just saying. I remember the first time I met someone from there, and I was like, "Hi, how are you doing?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm doing fine." I was like, "Oh, so where are you from?" Djibouti. I was like, "Excuse me?" Not mine. Like, at that point, I didn't actually think it was a real place. But then I was like, "Oh wow, this is actually a legitimate place. You're not just making jokes, okay?" Because your boy, I got a little of a tank back there. You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
Joe, just move on.
But I digress. Let's watch the clip. We better watch the clip before we get in trouble. So let's watch the clip.
Time heals all wounds. Menander, ancient Greek playwright. This well-known proverb is a modern English rendition of an ancient sentiment tracing back to the Greek dramatist Menander, a key figure in the new Greek comedy world in 3rd century BC. Menander's works were renowned for their witty, relatable depictions of everyday life, often incorporating moral sayings to underscore common human experiences. This idea first appeared in Menander's writing as a proverbial statement, which roughly translates into, "Time is the healer of all necessary evils." This phrasing reflects the inevitable force that dulls sharp emotional edges without fully erasing them. The saying gained traction through Menander's popular comedies, which influenced later Roman playwrights like Terence and Plautus, spreading it across the Mediterranean world. By the Middle Ages, it evolved in European literature, like in Geoffrey Chaucer's poetry. Over centuries, it simplified into the more optimistic "time heals all wounds," emphasizing time's quiet, restorative power. This version became a staple in English proverbs by the 16th century and has been widely used ever since.
Okay, that was really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I think I have to apologize for everything that happened before. How are we going to translate that? How are we going to put that into
I don't know what the subtitles gonna.
the subtitles? We apologize, guys, for any technical difficulties that may be faced by those subtitles. Just go with the feel the experience.
Yes,
feel
just go with the flow.
Yes, exactly. Yes, understand what we're trying to get to pass through
Yes.
the screens to you. Okay, but anyway, that was actually a really cool video.
Mm-hmm.
There were a number of things, and the animation is really good. I love that claymation type stuff, but it's looking cleaner and cleaner. And it's just we're moving on up.
We're moving up in life.
Up. Yes,
We're
okay.
moving up in life.
We're gonna try to make the podcast better and better and better as we go on.
Yes.
So, but anyway, let's keep going.
Yes.
I noticed something.
What?
It seemed like it was a common theme throughout the entire clip.
What is it?
There was like a sundial in like every right. There's like
Yes, every other frame there's the sundial.
okay,
Yes. Yes.
it's okay, but
And it looks different.
it looks different. And then when the like near the end,
Mm-hmm.
it's the clock instead,
Yes,
right?
it's a clock
Okay.
instead.
So
yes.
I see what you're laying down there.
Yes,
I
good
see
job,
what
good
you-
job, good
job.
observations.
Yes, good job.
Yes.
Yes. Watch. Yes. My golfer's clap. That was actually really cool. I think that it goes with that time theme, just
Yeah.
showing that even how they progress through
Our perception
history,
of time
Yeah.
is different.
Yeah.
You know, like when you know, because when I was doing the clip, I was actually really thinking, how did people from the olden times, that's what our daughter always says.
The olden times.
People from the olden times.
But she thinks the 90s are the olden times. I'm like, come
no,
on,
we're
man.
talking about like 300 BC.
Yes.
People from the olden days, like how did they tell time? Like they didn't have. I don't have a watch.
watches.
Yeah, they don't have
Yeah,
phones. They don't have watches. So they actually have to like. There's like one sundial per town. So
I
they
mean,
have
it's
to.
probably- It's kind of easy to make a sundial if you think about it. You just look at shadows, right? And use it. Okay, that's another.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, but then like I'm sure there's like every city is probably has a different interpretation of time because
definitely.
the shadows are different.
When the sun gets about right there.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
and then after sunset, like all life comes to a halt, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that had to be the crazy part.
Yeah, for the longest time,
Right.
right? In
Right.
history.
Yeah.
Until
Because
like
the-
maybe 200 250 years ago.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, well, they use lanterns and things like that, but even using lanterns, candles, that sort of thing does not give you as much light as electricity.
no,
So-
like remember those like hurricane parties we have where actually electricity goes out,
Yeah.
like, and we
You have
use
to
like
use it-
lanterns,
Yeah, exactly.
like how dim it is.
Yeah.
You know, like
And just thinking about having to try to live like that, and then you throw it into the mix, wild animals and things like that.
yeah.
it would
yeah,
that would be crazy, man.
Yes.
It's a different way of living.
it's
a
a
different style,
time
but
actually felt different. I'm pretty sure.
yes, much different. Like,
Yeah.
The way they spent time and the way time passed probably feel different.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe this is correct. I don't know, but time now goes a lot faster because we have so much things like occupied in it. Right,
Yeah.
right. There's so many things to occupy us, to occupy our distract us.
Yes.
Whereas then in those days they had time to think. They had time to really like sit down and really go through. Like I mean, even if you're sitting out at night, you have time. There's a lot of time.
A lot of time, yeah. And I think so when we talk about pain, I wonder if pain lingers for longer back then.
That is a very existential question.
Because you
Because
have
of
a lot of
time,
space.
You have a lot more time. You have a lot more space.
Yes.
Does pain
And
linger longer?
you kind of have to I mean like okay, so let's say a loved one died,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
And in the olden days, like you bury them, but then like what else are you gonna do? You're faced with their shadows, so to speak, all day
Right.
because they leave a huge gap in your life that cannot be filled
And
with
not-
anything else.
And not only that, they didn't have the same, I'll say, technological advances
Yeah.
or explanations for what happened and why what happened.
Yes.
So there's a vacuum almost in some of the ways they can understand it and process it.
Absolutely. Yes.
Does that make sense?
I agree.
Wow, that's actually a really good thought.
So,
So that brings us back to the phrase and the question: does time really heal all wounds? What do you guys think? For you, does time heal all wounds? Let us know in
leave
the
a
comments.
comment. Yeah,
let us
leave
know.
a comment and let us know.
Let us know if you think it does, if you think it doesn't. Okay, and now we're going to answer.
Yes.
Okay,
We're gonna.
what do you think? I can ask you first. What do you think?
Okay. I think from my personal experience, or just like in a philosophical sense.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, so what I liked about the clip was that it talked about time as a gentle a gentle force, kind of
Right.
that doesn't erase pain or wounds, but it kind of dulls the edge.
Yeah, it takes the edge off.
Yeah, it takes the edge off, takes the sting off. And I think I agree with that. I think time has a very like
almost calming effect.
yeah, it's a calming, has a peaceful effect, has a almost like anesthetics, like it kind of numbs it.
A numbing effect.
Yeah. So you don't feel it as acutely.
Yes.
But does it heal? I don't know that it heals. Like to me, I feel like time is an inactive agent. Like is it like to me, I feel like healing is an active thing that you have to do. Like it doesn't just happen.
Right.
Like let's say if you get a cut, well, I guess on some level it does. If it's just a shallow cut, then your body heals itself. But if it's like a bullet wound, it won't.
But in all of those cases, time is not the actual healing agent.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The agent is healing, but it's constrained to time. Right?
Yes.
Any agent that we experience, any healing agent
Yes.
is still involved and constrained with time.
You're right.
Right?
Yes.
So, but time itself.
So maybe we've just like wrongly attributed the healing to time because like our body heals itself, but our body is actively doing something. Right? Like something. Our blood cells, our red blood cells, white blood cells are actively, clotting the wound, actively healing.
Yeah.
We just don't see it happening.
Right.
And we attribute it to time.
And so, but they're doing it within the realm of time.
Yes.
Within the confines of time. And so, yeah, it depends on how you look on that. I don't think time itself is doing that, but if anything is doing that within the confines of time, which is time we consider to be one of the constants, right? Then yes, then I wouldn't say that time heals all wounds, but all wounds heal in time. Or with time, right? Now, with that being said, I would throw in another caveat.
Okay, what is it?
I would say that definitely time does not heal wounds, but wounds are covered in time. Like healing only let me say it this way. Healing only happens when it's actively pursued. Does that make sense? So if I get like a deep splinter, it will cover, but that doesn't mean it's healed.
Yes.
Right?
You have to pull it out.
Right, because the splinter is still in there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So yes, it will cover it. So time covers all wounds. It doesn't necessarily heal all wounds. Or with time, all wounds will be covered, but healing is an active pursuit. In my opinion, I would say that if you want true healing, it has.
Yes,
right?
I think that's what I was saying too. So we're probably saying the same thing. That healing is an active, is an action, and time is almost like inactive in a way. Like it just whatever you do, time doesn't care. Like time just
time's gonna
goes.
Keep marching on. You can't stop it.
You can't stop it.
You can't stop it. Trust me, I know. These gray hairs, they know for sure. Time just keeps on moving.
So I don't know if I think we're in agreement there.
Yeah. So then it brings up the question then, like, how do you find peace, or how do you find healing, right? I mean, there's certain situations of course we can talk about it from the perspective of a physical wound, right?
Hmm.
But then there's other perspectives as well, like emotional wounds, and I would say even mental, like
Yeah.
you have all of these,
Traumas.
mental trauma. And it's
Yes.
like, oh well, there's times no,
No.
not at all.
Well,
There has to take some active.
if time heals all those wounds, then all our psychiatrists, psychologists, counselors have no jobs
Exactly,
to go
they'd be
to.
out of jobs. And that's what I'm saying is, even in those situations, if healing is not actively pursued,
It's not going to do
time will
anything.
cover, but it's not going to.
It's not going to heal.
Yeah, it's not going to.
It's not going to heal.
Right.
It's kind of like, remember that episode we talked about the arrows?
Yes, exactly. That's what was coming
eye
to
for an
my
eye,
mind.
right? Like,
yeah, eye for an eye.
So,
Go back and check Eye for an Eye. If you didn't see it, go back and
yes.
check it out.
And if you got all these arrows sticking out of you, like if anybody like just brushes one arrow,
Touches any of the area,
like brushes very lightly, like it's gonna trigger a pain point. Yeah, a pain response. And I think that's what we're talking about, right? Like time doesn't heal the wound. We actually have to like pull the arrow out, or we push it through.
Right.
You know, clip it and push it through.
Right.
And I think that's especially true for emotional wounds.
Emotional, like, mental. They're some of the hard. You would think that they are, but they're some of the hardest ones to get through, actually.
Yes.
Because they stay for so long, you know. And I think that some emotional wounds are easier to get over because we're forgetful people, right?
If the wounding is not too deep.
If it's not too deep.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Because we're forgetful people, if the wound is not too deep, then we can get over it. You know, if we're able to forgive, whatever the case may be, then we can get over it. But sometimes the wound is so egregious, right? Sometimes it's so deep that it becomes part of the essence of who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know a time, like it takes a long time, right? Or there either has to be some type of active healing, but I am sure that those type of wounds, time does not heal them. You know, there has to be some type of active engagement or active pursuit of healing in order to actually heal those wounds.
Why don't we come on down to earth and let's talk some practical examples.
All right, get practical.
So let's talk about relationships, because like when I first came across this saying, when I first started researching it, time heals all wounds, all I could think about are relationships, like especially romantic ones.
Oh my word, I knew we were going there. Oh boy.
Boyfriend, girlfriends.
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 That's my girlfriend.
And breakups.
Oh,
breakups are
snaps.
Brutal.
They're so brutal. Let me ask the viewing audience, guys, do you remember like any of your breakups? Like, I mean, did you ever have one of those hard breakups that you still remember? It's probably not as painful now, but you still remember it. You know what I mean? Like,
it still hurts, yes. You know, or it's still like maybe you still feel the scar.
Yes.
Inside of you.
And you will even think about people, not in breakups, but even people who have like in certain marriages that have broken and that sort of thing. Man,
that's a breakup.
That's a breakup. And it hurts. I mean,
it hurts so bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, did time, think about, let's talk about us, right? Like, we're now happily married, but we've had like other boyfriends and girlfriends before.
I was like, where are you going with this? I'm like, where are you going with this?
We've had breakups.
Not in our marriage, like before getting married.
Before getting married.
Yes, okay.
Did time heal those breakups? I mean, like, let's be honest. If we're not honest, there's no point of doing this podcast, right?
Can we start the podcast now? Okay, no, let's be honest. Okay, so the question is,
did time heal those breakup wounds?
Okay,
yes.
So this is what I would say for me personally. Mm-hmm. If you're asking me,
I'm asking you, my dear.
I would say, being straight up and honest, of course, I not a lot of those breakups, honestly, do I remember, right? For me personally. So there's not a lot of energy placed on them,
Okay.
right? But, but,
But
man, there are times, and I don't know if I don't know if you consider this a wound or not, but there's times where I think about some of those relationships or stuff I did in those relationships where I feel so cringy and I mean nasty, dirty. Like I'm like, I need mental floss right now to get this out of my mind. It's like, why did I ever think that was a good idea? Why did that sort of thing? And that I don't know how to explain it, but it is all that's painful. It's almost painful because I'm like, oh my gosh. It makes me I can be walking and when I'm like, oh my
oh,
gosh,
so those
why would
memories
I
just hit you
Yes.
out of the
Is
blue.
that anybody else? Is it just
No,
me?
no, it happens to me too. Happens to me too.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, why would you ever? And you like there's this whole sense of regret, shame, pain, hurt. I don't even know. There's so many things that go into it. It's not a hurt like, oh, he left. It's a hurt like, oh, why did I?
So it's not like your heart is still breaking over it, but it's a different. It's still a wound. It's just
Still
a different
That-
type
that-
of
to
wound.
me, it feels like it's a wound. But
Because it's probably shame. Because you're talking about
Yes.
regrets. You're talking about I wish I hadn't done that.
Yes.
It's cringe.
Yes.
I hate that cringy feeling.
I hate it.
Because it's like it's so much shame. So much like, oh my gosh, why did I do that?
Why in the world did you ever even think that was okay? You know, those sort of things. And it's like, but you learn from those things, but it's still at the same time, man, it's just the worst. It is the worst. I don't know if you guys have experienced that. If you have, let me know. Do you have those memories or those thoughts of things that you've done in the past or relationships or that you've been in where you're just like, oh my gosh, that was, I cringe. You cringe every time you think about it, right? That, let me know. Be honest, okay? Because I was honest with you guys. Be honest and let us know.
So in your case, time did not heal that
Time
wound.
does not heal that wound. No. It could be some of that stuff happened years ago. And that thought would come back to my mind. And I'm like, like it's still
That's awful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm in a different place because I have my own belief system, whatever the case may be. And through that, and a number of things, even counseling, I've worked through a number of issues.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't have the same hold on me and the way I live my
doesn't
life.
cripple you.
It doesn't cripple me. It doesn't
send
impact
you
the way I
into,
live
like,
my life now.
Depression
exactly.
or yeah.
But hey, it's still whenever it comes up, it's still like that cringe moment where you're like, oh, why in the world?
Yeah. I totally get it because I have those moments too. It's like when you're actually in a good mood and you're walking and it's like all of a sudden you get hit by a bolt of lightning. It's like, oh, whoa, what was that?
Yeah.
But then you still have to keep yourself like composed, cool, calm, collected. But then inside of you, you're like exploding with shame, with regret, with like memories, bad memories.
So I gotta be honest, and this is no judgment. This is no judgment zone. But really, I think about this with people who have, gone out and been very promiscuous, whatever the case may be. We're gonna date around all. Like, do you guys ever experience this? And I know in the moment you may not experience it, right? You know my history. You know where I came from, right? You may not experience that in the moment, but man, later on, especially if you're devoted to a person or you get like happily married, man, that crap never goes away. I don't understand. I don't know a better way to say that, but it never goes away. And so you have to deal with that. And the best way to deal, I always say this: the best way to get out of a bad situation is never to get into it in the first place. Like, so I just want to throw that out there for those of you who are making choices and decisions. Make wise decisions, make wise choices, because then you don't have to regret those choices later.
That's the wise thing that's a Joeism.
That's my PSA for today.
we
My
need
public
to-
service announcement.
We need to quote that. But I mean, like, that's part of life, though, right? Like making mistakes and owning it and hopefully get over them.
Yeah. But hopefully you learn from others' mistakes
Yes,
so that you
yes.
don't have to make them yourself. That would be
Yes.
the wise thing. Because, yes, there's time between, and time, yes, gives us the opportunity to find healing, but time does not necessarily heal those wounds. And so if you can avoid those wounds in the first place, then you don't have to worry about time healing them. Mic drop, and I'm done.
So, like I said, I experienced those moments too.
Mm-hmm.
But then if I think about time healing wounds, I think about the crush I had in 6th grade. Right? And it was,
What was
I don't
his
know. I was just like,
What was his name?
it doesn't matter. And it's like, I was 6th grade. I was 12. And it's just like, I think it was, like, looking back, I don't know why I had a crush on this boy.
Uh-huh.
It's not my type. He's not my type. He is not, like, obviously I'm not married to him. And but it surprises me that the hold, the heartbreak that it had on me for years.
Really?
For years. Yes.
Wow.
And I wonder sometimes, I'm like, wow, some of these emotional wounds are like, I can't explain it, but it's just like holds you in this like sadness, this sad place for such a long time.
Right. Well, and I'm sure there's people who've experienced that and know what that feels like as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just it's very challenging to walk in that way when you have a lot of those issues and a lot of those things.
Yeah.
Then it can also almost lead to depression and things like that.
Yes.
So it's just wise to, yeah. And time, once again, that's why I would say
Yes.
time does not heal wounds, because
Yeah.
there's so many people who are depressed. And with time, it doesn't get better.
No, it doesn't get better.
So I
Yeah.
don't necessarily think that time heals all wounds
Is accurate.
is accurate.
Mm.
Now, I am very thankful that we are forgetful people.
Mhm.
Like, we have the opportunity to forget, but some things are just so deeply ingrained and so, as I said before, egregious that it's hard to forget them.
Yeah.
But even if the past, you once again, you know my story. I have so many things from my past, and there's so many things that happened to me that were evil, but at the same time, I've been allowed to forget some of those things, or at least forget the pain associated with them. And not all of that was just me like, forgetting, but a lot of that had to come through forgiveness and hard work and counseling and things like that as well. So,
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think time is an active agent, like we said before. But in order to get healing, we have to actively pursue it,
Right.
like in the form of counseling, friends, family walking you through, and like inner work.
Right.
And sometimes
Do
I
the
think,
hard work.
yes, and that sometimes I think that's the hard part.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to face our pain.
Right.
We don't want to face our wounds because it's ugly. It's messy. But I don't think there's any other way out, unfortunately.
Right.
Like,
You're right. You're right.
we just have to bite the bullet.
Look, I see what you did. I see what you did there. Okay. Well, I think that covers it. I mean,
Yes.
we've answered the question, but man, I think there's a lot more to talk about with this
Yeah.
one. So
I
maybe we
mean,
have to so send us your questions. First of all, let us know, have you had any of these situations that we're talking about? Do you agree that time heals all wounds?
Yes.
Um,
Any examples you can give us?
yes. How do you say it in Arabic? Is there an
Yes.
Arabic equivalent? Let us know that.
Yeah.
And then also, just do you have those situations that where you experience some deep hurt or some hurt and have those moments, or you had some type of experience where you have like cringe moments later when it comes back? Like, let us know. And you don't have to give all the information, but at least let us know. If you want to DM us, you can do that as well. But I think that's going to be it for us for
Yes.
today. That was a heavy episode. A lot of
Yeah.
excitation. I have to go back and think about this. I'm actually like, this is something I need to think more through. But yeah, hopefully it's encouraging to you in some way to, and hopefully you can avoid some of the pitfalls and
That we've gone through.
Yes, the challenges, and so that you can lead like really like good, hopeful, successful lives. But yes, we want to thank you for joining with us again on Unanswered, where we loved a podcast where we love to think, question, and connect. And before we leave, we want to make sure that you go ahead and make sure you subscribe. Right, go down and press
Hit that
subscribe, and
button.
then
Follow us on your favorite social media platforms. We are on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and on X. So come say hi and tell us who you are. By the way, you don't have to agree with all that we say. We love it when you agree.
challenge
but
us. Give us your thoughts.
Yes, tell us your thoughts. You don't have to, always agree. Tell us, hey, I don't really agree with what you said.
Yes,
Just
please.
be nice.
Please.
Just be nice.
This is a no judgment zone, remember. So we love you guys. Thank you guys for joining us again for another episode of Answer, and we'll see you again next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, what's up? That's what I'm talking about. Welcome to another episode of Unanswered. Yeah.
You can come up with a rap.
Yeah. I can come up with a rap. Yeah. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hello and welcome to another episode. No, let's try that again.
I'm just like-
I already missed it. You put it in Chinese, lady. Okay, do
Can
it,
you
lady.
not read
do
Chinese?
it, lady. Do it, lady.
Can you not read?
This says "Ni howdy."
That's a cowboy reading Chinese.
Ni howdy. All right. Okay, let's try it. Ready? All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.